Welcome back to Psyche, the only place on the internet that takes the behaviors everyone ignores and puts them under a psychological microscope. Today we are talking about something that is going to hit differently for a lot of you. And I need you to stay till the end because the last part of this video contains a psychological truth that most people are never honest enough with themselves to face. Let's start with scenario. Someone texts you, "Party this weekend. You in?" And without even thinking about it, your brain immediately starts writing an excuse. Not because you are depressed, not because something is wrong with you, but because the idea of staying home alone genuinely sounds better than anything that party could possibly offer you. Society calls that a problem. Psychology is finally calling it something else entirely. And the difference between those two conclusions might be the most important thing you hear this week. Drop a 1 in the comments if you are the person already planning your exit before you even arrive. And drop a 2 if you genuinely cannot understand why anyone would choose being alone over being around people. I want to see exactly who is watching this right now. For decades, psychologists threw everyone who enjoyed solitude into the same concerning category. Introverts, loners, antisocial. That last word especially. As if genuinely enjoying your own company meant you were one bad day away from becoming a villain in your own life story. But then something happened in the research that completely flipped the script. In 2016, a team of psychologists at the University of Buffalo asked a question that nobody had seriously asked before. What if some people simply prefer being alone? Not because they are frightened of others, not because they are damaged or broken, but because solitude genuinely makes them feel good. They gave it a name: unsociability. And here is why that word matters. Unsociability is not antisocial. Antisocial is active hostility toward people. It is not avoidant either. Avoidant behavior is rooted in fear. Unsociability is something completely different. It is the calm, confident, unbothered preference for your own company. And when researchers actually studied these people, plot twist, they were not struggling. They were not isolated. They were not suffering. They were doing better than most. Now let's talk about what is actually happening inside the brain of someone who genuinely thrives alone, because this is where Psyche gets into the science that nobody else is explaining to you. First, their dopamine system works differently. Extroverts get a massive dopamine rush from social interaction. The laughter, the energy, the buzz of a crowded room. It lights their brain up like a Christmas tree. But people who prefer solitude have a more sensitive dopamine system. They reach their optimal stimulation level much faster. Think of it like spice tolerance. An extrovert needs the whole jalapeno to feel anything. Someone who loves solitude needs one single flake of red pepper, and they are completely satisfied for the rest of the day. Same need, completely different threshold. But here is where it gets even more fascinating. The prefrontal cortex, which is a part of your brain responsible for deep thinking, self-reflection, and complex problem-solving, shows significantly heightened activity in people who enjoy alone time. They are not just sitting in silence staring at walls. Their brain is running at full capacity, processing, creating, connecting ideas in ways that simply cannot happen in a noisy, overstimulating environment. And the research on creativity backs this up completely. Breakthrough ideas almost never happen in brainstorming sessions or crowded coffee shops. They happen in the shower, on solo walks, at 2 in the morning when the rest of the world is asleep and your mind is the only voice in the room. Einstein worked alone. Newton worked alone. Maya Angelou used to rent a hotel room just to write in complete solitude, even though she had a perfectly good house to work in. These were not antisocial people. These were people who understood something about their own brain that most people never figure out. If this kind of psychological insight is something you want every single week, make sure you're subscribed to Psyche right now, because we go this deep every time. But now I need to slow down and say something that this topic absolutely requires, because this is a part of the conversation that most psychology channels skip. And I think that is irresponsible. There is a question you need to ask yourself honestly. And I mean genuinely honestly. Are you choosing solitude, or are you hiding inside it? Because here is the uncomfortable psychological truth. Some people are not embracing solitude. They're using it as armor. as a shield against rejection, against judgment, against the vulnerability that comes with letting another human being actually know you. Psychologist Abraham Maslow addressed this directly. He described healthy solitude as coming from a place of abundance, not scarcity. You enjoy being alone because you have experienced meaningful connection, and you know you are capable of it again. You are not running away from people. You are running toward yourself. So the real question is not whether you like being alone. The real question is why you like being alone. If your answer includes words like recharge, create, think, or process, you're most likely in a healthy unsociability zone that the research describes. But if your answer includes words like safer, easier, or less painful, that is worth sitting with honestly. Not because something is wrong with you, but because awareness is always a first step. And now I want to be very honest in the comment section right now. Be real with yourself. Which category do you actually fall into? Choosing solitude or hiding in it? Drop your honest answer below, because this is exactly the kind of conversation Psyche was built for. Now, let us get back to the people who genuinely thrive alone, because they have figured out something that the rest of the world is still struggling to understand. They have discovered that being alone is not the same as being incomplete. Think about the language we use around relationships. My other half, my better half, you complete me. We have built an entire cultural narrative around the idea that human beings are broken pieces desperately searching for something outside themselves to make them whole. But people who embrace solitude have looked at that narrative and quietly said, actually, I am already a complete set. And here is what makes this psychologically fascinating. This is not arrogance. This is not ego. Research from Dr. Bella DePaulo at UC Santa Barbara found that people who genuinely embrace solitude often have stronger connections with friends, family, and community than people who are terrified of being alone, because they are not trying to squeeze every single emotional need out of one person. They are not clinging. They are choosing. They understand one of the most important psychological principles that exists. The quality of your time alone directly shapes the quality of your time with others. When you are recharged, grounded, and clear-headed from genuine solitude, you show up differently in every relationship in your life. You are not depleted. You are not resentful. You are not looking for someone else to fill a gap inside you. You are bringing your whole self to the table because you took the time to sit at your own table first. There's a quiet kind of power in that, and most people never discover it. Here is something that is going to completely reframe how you see this. In Japan, there's a concept called hitori, which simply means alone time. And in Japanese culture, it is not just accepted, it is celebrated and designed for. There are restaurants with solo seating booths built specifically for one person. Movie theaters with single seats that carry zero social awkwardness. Entire cultural systems built around the radical idea that sometimes a human being simply needs to exist with themselves. They even have solo karaoke booths. Think about that. An entire soundproof room where you sing alone not because you have no friends, but because sometimes the experience of being fully present with yourself is worth paying for. Meanwhile, in the West, we are still asking people why they are eating alone like it is something that requires an explanation or an apology. The contrast is striking. So here is what Psyche wants you to walk away with today. If you are someone who genuinely loves being alone, here is your permission slip. You are not weird. You are not broken. You are not missing out on some fundamental human experience. Your brain is literally wired to find restoration in solitude. And in a world of constant noise, constant notifications, constant demands on your attention and energy, the ability to genuinely enjoy your own company might just be the most powerful and countercultural thing you can do. But do not let that permission slip become a hiding place. Check in with yourself honestly. Can you connect with others when you wanna? Do you have people in your life you trust? Are you moving toward yourself or away from everyone else? Because the healthiest relationship with solitude is one where it is always a choice and never a defense. The next time someone questions why you canceled those plans, why you went home early, why you would rather spend a Friday night alone with a book than surrounded by people you have to perform for, you can walk them through the neuroscience. You can tell them about dopamine sensitivity and prefrontal cortex activation, an entire body of research that proves solitude is not social failure. Or you can just look at them and say, because I genuinely like myself, That answer tends to end the conversation pretty fast. And honestly, that is kind of the whole point. Now here's the question that I want burning in the comment section after this video. Do you think society punishes people who enjoy being alone? Or do you think people who prefer solitude are actually avoiding something they need to face? Leave your most honest answer below, because I want this debate to get uncomfortable. If this video felt like it was describing a part of you that you have never been able to put into word before, make sure you're subscribed to Mega Psyche and hit that notification bell, so you never miss the kind of content that actually makes you think. We will see you in the next one.